You got to become the CEO of your own life. You got to learn how to manage each moment. And a moment can be a moment in time where it's a small amount of time, or a moment can be a season. And that season can last a year. It can last a moment. It can. So it's learning how to become the CEO of the moment. You know what I'm saying? You got to, like, when they're looking at their annual statements, when they're looking at the profit and loss statements, when they're looking at what came in, what came out, what they did, operational system, things of that nature, it's always about moving the needle forward. And when it's not moving the needle forward, they don't hesitate to execute what's not working. And and I'm not talking about execute in a way that you making it work. I'm talking about execute as an execution style, cutting it off at the head. Because a lot of times we let stuff linger around longer than what it needs to linger around, and it brings not only harm to us, but those that are close to us.
Yeah.
Too many people are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect permission. But CEOs don't wait, they decide. Today's episode is about ownership. It's about leadership. It's about recognizing that this moment right now is yours to run. No excuses, no delays. If you want success, growth, and purpose, you have to step into the role and be the CEO of your moment.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop motivated apparel and grab yourself some motivated apparel today.
Yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast. Once again, Blueprint Nation, stand up. It's midweek hump day. Most importantly, it's Christmas Eve, man. We hope y'all having a safe holiday season. And we are excited once again to be with you guys on tonight. So y'all know what it is. It's your boy Mike Mariner, a.k.a. the Shift Motivator. Joined together with you guys once again with my co-host. Starting with my left, your right, my brother from another mother. Then y'all give it up for Mr. Alexander Hall.
Yo, Blueprint Nation, what's up, man?
What's happening?
Man, you already know we sliding through the week. You already know how it go, man. Yeah, for sure. yeah, sliding through the week, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, getting through the holiday season, man.
Yeah, my holiday, it came fast, you know what I'm saying? I got, you already know Pop in town, you know what I'm saying?
What up, Pop?
Yeah. Pop back.
Now.
Yeah, that man got a large you hear me?
I believe it.
Oh my gosh, bro. We goddamn, I gotta keep my pupils open, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause we in the store, and it's crazy because we in the store, we in TJ Maxx, so we Pop been in the corner, I been in the other corner. I come back, I see the little mommies checking my son out. I said, this junk crazy.
Oh yeah.
This junk crazy. I said, boy.
To the phone.
I said, boy, this junk crazy.
Yeah, Blueprint Nation, man. Once again, we excited and delighted to be with you guys on tonight. We appreciate you. We appreciate the support.
Yeah.
And just keep on supporting, man. We got some more content dropping in 2026. We're going to have some special guests sliding through.
Sure.
And sharing some valuable information that I think going to help make your 2026 a great 2026. So, but we're going to get these other preliminaries out of the way, man. On my right, your left, my brother from the same mother. Big bag, big dude.
Big bag.
Yeah, give it up for Boy Wonder, man.
What up, Blueprint? No.
What are you, man?
Man, brother, realignment. One word. Making the necessary adjustments and working, bro. Just restructure, man. Just and enjoying this downtime. You know,
You tell me.
just enjoying it.
I feel refreshed, and it's only been one day for me.
Listen, man. I got up at. Well, I was already up, but I was in the bed till about 1 o'clock today.
Oh man,
Just
that happened to me Saturday.
refreshed. Just
I woke up, man, and I just laid there. That thing, I went back to sleep. Each time I was good afternoon. I said, what time is it? 1 o'clock. I said, oh Lord.
it's like, yeah.
But, man, we constantly on the go, man. When I take that time, I take that time.
Bro, look here. When the moment's hit, it just be like, you know what? It's one of the moments when you recognize it.
Yep.
Just go and dive in. Just go and dive in. You don't know when you're going to get this moment again. Just dive in.
Man, listen, I submitted my last homework assignment last night. And boy, when I hit that button, I said, ooh, boy, I feel refreshed.
Incomplete shut.
That's a whole week where I ain't got to log in, I ain't got to do this, I ain't got to do that. Boy, I'm like, yes, Lord.
Listen, it is refreshing.
Eyes free. Eyes free. At least for a week.
Thank you, Jesus.
I am free.
Man, look, it'd be like, you know what? It was a great experience, but that vacay is a greater experience.
Yes.
Appreciate you more of that.
Yes. And I was like, man, I thought we got 2 weeks, but man, when they resent that email out, I was like, dang. It messed up my whole eye. But I take the week though, because I sure thought we had 2 weeks. Like, no, brother, y'all only get a week, then y'all got to get right back at it.
I'm like, come on.
Come on, man.
Let's negotiate another week.
Let's talk about this.
Let's feel what I feel in my shana now, okay?
Oh man.
Bet broski, what's going on? What's shifting? What's motivating?
Man, everything, man. Everything is everything. I feel like an arrow, boy. I'm being pulled back to launch forward, but y'all better be ready. When it come, it coming. Yeah, man.
Like a speed bullet train.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yep. How you realigning some stuff, man. And letting the chips fall where they're going to fall. And looking for 2026 to be a defining year, man.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm scaling back to launch forward. That's it. And when I launch forward, it's going to be Shift Motivated 2.0.
I'm telling you.
Like, where this dude come from? Sometimes you got to slow down and speed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You're like, where he come from?
I get it. For sure, I get it.
Yeah, man. Doing a lot of analyzing, being in the classroom a little bit. I'm taking some little bit of self-reflecting as far as research for whenever that time comes, when that degree get in my hand. Whatever God meant for me to go through this process for, gonna be at hand. But I'm doing my own little research in the process to kind of, put some bullets in the clip. So when I gotta pull the trigger, I got something to pull from.
Facts.
Yeah, and then just try to impact lives on a whole nother level on the way. So I said, man, I'm slowing down to speed up. Yeah.
And I like how when we was talking on camera, how you were saying like sometimes you just gotta take a step back. And like you say, assess the situation, and then take what you learned, what you didn't do. You be like, okay, let me reaffirm this for this upcoming year, or just whatever season you're in. Just like, I think that's really better and important, because if the picture is just right here, like you can't see it, it's just blurred. You just like you gotta step back and admire the view. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to do that when you're.
Yeah, bro. It's like what we're going to be talking about tonight, man. You got to become the CEO of your own life. You got to learn how to manage each moment. And a moment can be a moment in time where it's a small amount of time, or a moment can be a season. And that season can last a year. It can last a moment. It can. So it's learning how to become the CEO of the moment. You know what I'm saying? You got to, like, when they're looking at their annual statements, when they're looking at their profit and loss statements, when they're looking at what came in, what came out, what they did, operations, systems, and things of that nature, it's always about moving the needle forward. And when it's not moving the needle forward, they don't hesitate to execute what's not working. And when and I'm not talking about execute in a way that you making it work. I'm talking about execute as an execution style, cutting it off at the head. Because a lot of times we let stuff linger around longer than what it needs to linger around, and it brings not only harm to us but those that are close to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, as we get ready to get started, I want to read this real quick before we kind of get too deep. And so it says, too many people are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect permission. But CEOs don't wait, they decide. Today's episode is about ownership, it's about leadership, it's about recognizing that this moment right now is yours to run. No excuses, no delays. If you want success, growth, and purpose, you have to step into the role and be the CEO of your moment.
Seriously.
That's what it's all about, dog.
Oh my gosh. if Saka tummy cake with his fist.
Bro, when we was talking before, when we was off camera, man, that just hit different.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? Because CEOs are made a certain way. Everybody's not built to be a CEO. And that's why even in relationships, you gotta listen, y'all gotta understand who's the CEO in a relationship, meaning who's the person that's gonna help keep everything moving. So just because I'm the man, if I'm not the person that's going to keep things moving, I have to have enough sense to remove my ego from the situation and say, baby, no, you manage the house. Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bring the butter. I'm gonna bring the bacon. Here you go. Do what needs to be done. And it's still, have to be the error. It's still the error. It's like you can't manage something you don't know how to manage.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because oh my gosh. Okay. So when you're thinking about a manager, right? When you think about somebody who that you put in it, when we was talking about last time about position and calling, and then when you look at a certain position that there's a certain instances that they thrive off, and once that's gone, the decisions that they're making does not benefit any and everybody, but only that person within that position. So when you think about trying to put somebody in a place to where it's not about not bidding up to the call, but it's about the transition of, are you moving with the thought process of us, or are you moving with the process of you, the thought process of you? And that's important because CEOs, their vision has never been built for just themselves. It came from them. It was to be dispersed out. So whoever, when I'm long and gone, who's going to carry this?
Right.
It's like I think legacy has been like a vital part for me for the last 4 years of what he's entrusted me with. So I'm already pre-planning, like, okay, who can I pass this on to? If my C's don't want it, that's fine. But who will be the Wendy's? Who will be the Colonel? You know what I'm saying? The KFC. Who are going to be these people that they say, hey, I see value in this franchise. Let me take and run with it. Keep what has been instructed and constructed, but add a little flavor to it, and just to keep it going. And I think it's really important because being a CEO of your moment means you're far thinking past the moment. You're seeing beyond
exactly
what it is, what you see before you see anything.
Yes.
And it's hard to move on something that I like what you said, because some people have such a terrifying fear that if it doesn't move how they think it should move, they won't even give their all into it,
or even move at all,
or even move at all. And you're lucky if you get that,
right?
Because that's the dragging along. It's just like, okay, do you really believe in what you're saying? Don't straddle the fence on it, because if this is something you really want, you will exhaust every area, every avenue. And even when you do that, you're going to take a step back and be like, okay, what am I doing wrong? How can I revive? Who can I reach out to and connect with that can give me some jewels that'll help me to continue to keep this ship moving? Because it's going to take us together as a unit. So it's
yeah, bro.
Listen,
man, being the CEO of your moment, right, is bigger than the moment. Like what you said, it's like my prayer for so long has always been, I don't want to be the guy that can see down the road. Like I'm looking at a door right now. I don't want to be the guy that can look and see that everybody can see that door.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the guy that sees beyond the door. I want to be the guy that I just don't see the corner. I want to be able to see around the corner without knowing what's behind the corner. Because everybody can look in the same direction and see that there's a corner right there. But it takes a specific or a special individual to know and understand what's around the corner. That's the person that I want to be. And everybody is not built like that, but everybody has the capabilities to be built like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a seed. If it never gets planted, it doesn't have the ability to become a harvest. And that's the thing about leadership. Everybody has the ability to lead, but don't nobody want the responsibilities of leadership, so they remain a follower for the rest of their life.
Mm-hmm. And it's comfortable to be a follower.
Yeah, because there's no responsibility.
No responsibility. I can hide in the cut. I can still get what I want out of the situation, and I don't have to put in as much. I can give you this, and you're okay with that because there's ample amount of people around that can cover and hide what it is. The contribution that I can give, so I can just I'm straight, like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when that boat gets to rocking,
right,
and now you put it in a position to figure out what I do now. So now it's just like that was the time to learn. That was the time to cultivate what it is. Just like when I was at my old job with my boss Tony at Lake Howard Heights, like there was lessons that were taught to me that I wouldn't have learned anywhere else because of how he ran his ship. And so when you have people that are aligned that can see something in you that he knows for a fact that if I tell you this, you're gonna take it and run with it. You're gonna apply it. And a lot of things I looked at was like, man, they not. It's not about what they're not doing. What are you doing? Are you doing your part? Are you playing your part? Are you making sure that what I ask of you is being, I got them. You just focus on you and what I need the best out of you. And long as I got that, I'm cool. I'm straight. Don't worry about it. Don't let them get you out your character. Don't let them get you in a place to where you can't even operate or function in what you're good at. And so he was a big stepping stone in kind of navigating into the personal that's kind of spilling over into the business that kind of get me going and as part of my foundation. And it's really important to have that because we can't see. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have blinders, but who's willing to point out the blindness that is covering and that's blurring what you're trying to bring forth?
Yeah. And the crazy part is, it's like it's in that moment that you don't have a choice but to put on the CEO hat because the decision has to be made. So it's like the very thing that you're running from is the very thing you have to become anyways at some point in your life. Because nobody wants to make the hard decisions. But that's why those men and those women get paid the big bucks. And it's not about so much of what they actually do. It's about who they are.
You know what's funny? When you said that. Everybody want to be the person that point and say, well, you should have did that versus being the actual person that makes a solid, sound decision that they know it's uncomfortable, but they know it's got to be done and it's necessary. I like this right here when I was looking up in my notes when it was talking about when you are in charge even when it's uncomfortable. Wake people up to the truth that leadership begins with ownership. And bro, there were so many stages of no matter when it comes, whatever waves, there's so many stages to where you have to take ownership in the part that you played in each avenue, in each lane. What did I not do? How could I have done better? What adjustments did I need to make in order to see what the desired results that I want? So it's hard to take ownership in something that's uncomfortable because you don't want to endure the hardship that comes with it. You don't want to endure the responsibility that comes with it. So now it's just like, okay, either I make the hard decision now and receive the reward later, or I'll make the hard decision now and I'll still be in the same place I am, and it makes it harder and even takes me further away from my purpose and my goal and the end intent. I can't do that no more. I just can't. This it's not fair for you, and it's not fair for me. Most importantly.
Yeah, and those are the decisions that they have to make. You know what I'm saying? Um, we've all established businesses here at the table, and we've all had to come across some decisions that we've had to make that weren't all so easy, and all of them didn't. And here's the thing: all of it didn't include people, but all of it included you making a decision that was going to move the needle forward than where you were.
Yes.
And sometimes those can be some of the hardest decisions because when you have to make a transition from the baby that got you to where you are, and it's like, okay, this has gotten me as far as it can take me, but now I'm at a point in my life where it's no longer serving where I'm going, so I got to let it go. And it's hard because that's like it's like that's birthed you your chance.
Yeah.
That was this is what got me. This was my baby. This is what I when I didn't have nothing, this is what I had. And then to make that transition to the next level, because sometimes you got to scale back to scale forward.
Yeah.
And so the CEO is looking at the reports, they're looking at the ins and outs, they're looking at the salaries, they're looking at the productivity from the person that's receiving the salary. It's like, is that even necessary? Those are hard decisions to have to let somebody go. But, I'm not talking about these billion-dollar corporations that are letting thousands and thousands of people go, and yet they're still making billions of dollars in profit. I'm not talking about that type of stuff. I'm talking about when you're really having to cut back because maybe the productivity shifted in somewhere along the line, or something happened to where the sales aren't coming in as much, and so you have to make a decision between keeping the doors open or closing them.
Exactly.
And then you start peeling the layers back. You know what I'm saying? And you may have to let this person go. You don't want to, but that's a decision that you got to make. And you're trying to peel all the layers back to do as much as you can before you make that final decision to say, listen, I got to close the book.
I tried everything.
I've tried everything. I've exhausted everything. Those are the decisions that CEOs make. So you may be 2026, man. You're gonna have to make some decisions that's gonna hurt some people's feelings. And guess what? It's okay.
Yeah, it is. It's okay because
be all right.
yeah, it's okay because
Okay.
you know what? I'm seeing her listening to y'all, and that stuff. I want to say thank you for sharing that. What you started off with, because that's personal stuff that's coming from your literature, stuff that you write. So a lot of people don't do that. They don't be sharing their book stuff. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate that. But I look at it as CEOs, people who make decisions. They're like mercenaries.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it'd be a person who they got paid money to go knock off whatever villain or and you hitman, right? They were hitman, like, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta, bro. You gotta get rid of all the Medusas. You gotta take the head clean off.
Yes.
When Medusa look at you, you turn to stone.
Turn to stone.
Yep.
Right.
When you turn to stone, you can't move. You turn to stone, you can't move. So what you looking at, who are you around that when they're in your face, they keep you in a stagnant position? That person, you got to cut the head off of that. They got to go.
Yeah.
And it's not against, it's nothing against them.
Right.
It's a form of, you go get your feet done. You go get a haircut. You go get your car washed. You get a tune-up on your car. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do those things to make sure you up in that area. But when it comes to your personal development and your mental and emotional health, you have to do the same thing. Letting go of certain people and certain places, that is a part of your self-care. Because if you keep people around who keep you turned into stone, you don't care about you.
Right.
How are you saying you care about you if you're keeping somebody tucked on your hip where all they do was talk down on you? Subliminally, and you can't tell. Oh, they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing. Didn't they say that they was with where you was with? What did their body do? That is nonverbal communication.
You got to pay close attention to that.
That's nonverbal communication. You said you was down for this process, but you're not acting like it. Your body has said something different from what your mouth said. That's nonverbal communication. Right. So you have to make sure that everybody's speaking the same language. Everybody. That's why I said you can have You trying to keep the okay. I'm not saying racism isn't real. It is real. Racism was in the Bible. You had Samaritans and you had okay, let's keep it real, right? So let's just be for real. It's been here, it ain't going nowhere until Jesus come back. When he come back, everything getting straight. Other than that, it's gonna be here. You can have an Asian person, an African American person, a white person, and a Jewish person, and you can look at them. One can be wearing jeans, one can be wearing a suit, one can be wearing a quarter zip, and one can be wearing a tank top, fresh from the gym. But when they open their mouth, depending on what comes out, it lets you know what type of individual that they are. If they're speaking the same language, they have the same qualities. It don't matter about the background. You always said you taught us when we was young. Success leaves clues.
Right.
So who are you hanging around that's keeping you turned into stone?
Right. That's good.
You got to be head.
That's good.
The reason why they didn't just cast Medusa off because she can come back and look at you. You got to cut the head off.
Right. Right.
You got to dead it because if it don't, guess what? They are designed. She was designed to dead you. You can play nice with it if you want to. You be nice. She look at you. She blink at you. You turn to stone.
That's good.
You can't play with certain stuff, but it got to get gone.
Right.
Because if not, you're not going to be able to move forward in the next step in your life. It ain't going to be a whole season. What's the next step?
Right. Bro. That's good.
Bro, hold on. Look.
I'm just acknowledging the good content, dog.
Of course, it's not enough. I'm going to repeat it. Of course, it's not enough. What you getting from your job, of course, it's not enough. God knows it's not enough. God says, son, you don't think I know it's not enough? It's about what you do with what I gave you. When you drop an orange seed in the ground, that seed is not a piece of fruit. It's a seed. It's not. It don't even taste good. It don't even look presentable. It's nothing. But when you drop it and you water it and you tend to it, it grow a whole bunch of other stuff you can bite into.
Right.
So of course, initially, what you have is not enough for what you want. You do things with it to make it enough.
Yeah.
That's right.
You do things with it to make it enough. Therefore, certain things got to get cut out so you can.
Yeah.
There's no other way. When certain people leave, you think clearer.
Right.
How many times you have family over for the holidays? You love them. You enjoy them. Auntie be cooking. Little cousin, he trying to rap. He got some okay bars. You got the other guy. You look, he on the grill. But after a while, you like, man, everything good. But when they leave, the atmosphere changes. The atmosphere changes. You go to washing sheets. You go to washing towels. You go to cleaning up. The atmosphere clears up and it changes. You go to think different. Because things have changed. Energies have left the atmosphere. AKA Elvis has left the building. You know what I'm saying? So different people bring different things here. But when they leave, your vision gets clearer. You think different because you're not thinking for 2 or 3 people no more.
Right.
For real.
You're thinking for, like, I'm just saying it's a part of self-care. Who you have around you dictates how much you care about yourself. Don't be having yes people around you either. You need people like Mike around you. And the only reason why I say that is because it's very, very, very valuable to have people around you who is willing to check you regardless of your feelings. Because guess what? If he don't check me and he know he's supposed to, he got to deal with God.
And vice versa.
You rolled right into this, dog.
Check on each checking sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, y'all, I do check him sometime, but he the big homie, so I watch how I check him. Like, you gotta show respect, you know what I'm saying? So
it's a way to do it.
He my older brother, so you come. It's a way to do it. You come at your older brother like an older brother. It don't mean that you don't come at him when you need to. Because if I see something that can make it better, it's my job to let him know. I'm not. If I don't say something to him, vice versa, when they need to, then you're not showing that you love me.
Yeah.
Love ain't goo goo gaga and come here. Nah, love is you tripping, bro.
That's a tolerance thing right there. You tolerate.
You tolerating.
That's it.
Right, but you need people like that around you. So once again, the people they is wilding out there. You're
I'm telling you why.
You know what I'm
Stay
saying?
farther down there.
You know what I'm saying? But the people who are around you and who you are around, it does have it plays a major role on where you're going, how fast you get there, and who you become along the process.
I like what you said there because this right here just puts it all in the song, total song. CEOs don't fire out of emotion; they fire out of clarity. If I have to carry you, I can't lead us. I can't.
Yeah, CEOs, they're visionary people. They don't lead by emotion. A good one doesn't lead by emotion. You know what I'm saying? You, and what I mean by that is like you consider the feelings of the people, but you don't let the feelings of the people hinder from making a decision that you know that needs to be made that's going to be the best for everybody.
Right.
Because there's always going to be, listen, you can't have war without casualties.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always going to be somebody that's going to get left behind. That's going to be hurt. That's going to be affected by the decision that you make in a bad way. So the best thing that a good CEO would do is to minimize the damage.
Yes.
Because it's going to be there.
The hurt's gonna be there.
It's going to be there, but a good CEO would try to minimize as much as that as possible. So what does that look like for you? So for you as being the CEO of your life, for you being the CEO of your moment, your job is to minimize the damage so that you can maximize the profit.
Mm-hmm.
And that profit may be your relationship. That profit may be the connection that you have with your kids. That profit may be starting that business on the side, or writing that book, or writing that song that you've been hiding for so long. That profit may be any one of those things. It's not necessarily, I'm not talking about money. I want y'all to pick up what I'm putting down.
Real.
So that profit could be something that's connected to you that you may even have to let go in the moment. But whatever it is, you have to maximize the moment and minimize, the damage that it's going to cause from you making a decision, because somebody's going to be hurt in the process. Yep. But as a CEO, you have to be okay with that. It doesn't mean that you're cold-hearted. Doesn't mean that you have no feeling. Doesn't mean that you're emotionless. It means that you have to do what is required for you to move the needle forward in the moment, and whatever that be, whether it be a relationship, whether it be career, whether it be something that you've desired or dreamed of for so long, whatever God told you a purpose for you for. Right. In this season, you got to make sure that in 2026 you're setting you're alley-ooping the ball to yourself in 2026.
Mm-hmm. Off the glass.
Boom. Boom.
Bro, it's a reason why there's only one captain of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reason.
Right. The captain and the co-captain is two different people.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Two different roles, same responsibility to a degree.
Right.
They're parallel.
Use all in my head.
They're parallel.
To a degree, yeah. Right.
The captain still holds a little more weight because he has a little more responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
But that co-captain, he understands that. Mm-hmm. So he's willing to be in pocket and position. So anything happens, I got you covered. I know how to cover you, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. It's a reason. As they say, there's a lot of chiefs and not enough. I know there's a lot of Indians, but not enough chiefs. But everybody want to be a chief, but don't want to handle chief-like responsibilities.
Yeah,
that's why
it comes with it.
That's why parents get upset when their children try to do. Hold on. I'm the parent. You're not the. You are the child.
Mm-hmm.
This is not your position.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's only two parents up in here, and you ain't one of them.
Right.
You're not one of them.
Right.
Either
right.
Or.
You are not the parent.
You are not. You are not. You Rain Hall. You are not the parent. I'm playing. No, my son's good at every. He's pretty good.
But daddy. Nah, I ain't no bad.
The results are in.
You are not the parent.
You are not the parent.
That's funny, right? So that is very accurate and very funny. But that's why. That's why, because when it comes to being a parent, I'm the captain of the ship.
Exactly.
And so I have a position to do, and and you know what? And I appreciate that you don't like the things that I do because it's gonna be your turn one day. But as far as right now, this is not your position because you are not qualified to do this.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't even know what to do to even make one of you. So you don't know what's going on over here. Like, so stay right there, please, because now when you have people who are in positions who are not qualified, there's more cleanup in the aisle.
Yeah.
So we have to completely get rid of emotional nepotism. Stop having people in positions in your life because they've been there for a long time. No, you're not qualified. You're my uncle. You're not my business partner. So our business first was uncle and nephew. Now, if you're qualified to be in the business partner, we can rock heavy in this realm. Then let's go. Right. It's just because they're your homies. I mean, you need to do business with them. No, you just simple as that. Simple as that. Just because you have a wife don't mean she can be your business partner. Maybe her job is. Maybe she just she was assigned to you as a wife. If y'all can do business, great.
Right.
Great. But as long as we're husband and wife, that's all I need from you. That's all I need. You ain't gotta do nothing. I need you to be my wife. When the doors is closed, when the world is beating me upside the head, I need you to speak to the king on the inside of me. I need you to, you know what I mean? That's as long as you can do that, I don't care if you don't do nothing else. And make me a good Cuban sandwich. Straight up. Light on the mayo. You know what I'm saying?
What else you want, Playboy?
We trying to cut back on that cholesterol. You feel me? So
make me a Cuban sandwich.
a straight Cuban. I'm from Tampa. I need a Cuban sandwich. You feel me? You ain't got to press it.
You understand?
You ain't finna burn my bread up. No, I'm straight.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? But it's real though. So those things must and need to be in place for those type of outcomes to happen. But that emotional nepotism, bro, just cause they're your family don't mean they're supposed to support you.
Right. Right.
Wallow said people who from nothing Gillian Wallow. Wallow said, I'm just saying when you hear stuff that if it stick, you got to feed on that, bro. Wallow said people who he didn't know made him rich. He said strangers made me rich. That's powerful. That's powerful. Not the homie who around the corner, the person who he didn't know from a state away made no. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, the first time I heard it, and when ET said it, it struck a nerve with me, and that's when I stopped dealing with that mindset.
Yeah,
he said your family members, they didn't sign up to be your client. They're your family member.
For sure, yeah, your family, yeah.
They're your family member.
Yeah.
Let them be your family member.
For sure.
And I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much like what he said. It was just, I guess, where I was in the season of my life, it hit different. Because, it's like, dang, support, this and that. And then you be like, hey, you're right, man, there's 7 billion people in the world. Why am I worried about this small group right here? And then you tend to, you know what I'm saying? Then you tend to put your focus and energy in this right here, and you missing out on all the opportunities that's around you because you're focused on what they're not doing. It's not their job.
You got people in leadership roles who don't know how to lead. They don't know how to listen. They're not patient. They are narcissistic, but they are in leadership roles. 1000% narcissist in a leadership role, distorting everybody in the department. Everybody wants to leave, but they're bound and chained because they need the paycheck. So they're coming in, clocking in, trading their hours for money, trying to survive and feed their family, but the inside of them, their fire is getting poured on by 3,000 gallon of water. fire slowly going out, but coming in here and gotta put the heat on for you because I'm getting paid to do so.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, and what's coming to me right now, and I gotta say this, you know, because I believe it's gonna bless the right person who this is for, is and when the opportunity comes, speak up. Because a lot of times the difference between now and there is in you, and so you're not saying anything because you feel like you don't have a voice, because everything around you is centered around that paycheck. But it's like everybody in your department is being driven crazy because nobody wants to say anything.
Yeah.
And it was after a game. We lost, and we got a young man, very prominent young man. I mean, just man, I just had a conversation with him today. He called me today, and just a breath of fresh air. And then, but when you understand his background, you'll be like, wow. And he's still developing, and so, and it was at the end of the game, and he's like, dude, he agreed because he's honest,
Yeah.
and he doesn't be disrespectful, but he speaks from a pure place. And so it was at the end of the game, and you know, we lost a game that we shouldn't have lost, and he literally said after coach got through, you know, digging into him, and he was like, he raised his hand. He was like, well, he said, coach, like, hey, man, he like, man, you too soft on us, man. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, no, he didn't just say that. I'm like, oh, Lord. I'm like, oh, Lord, what coach gonna say? You know, and believe it or not, coach was like, you know what? You're right. Okay, so tomorrow, this is what we gonna do. And I'm like, oh, okay. Somebody needs to speak up in order for your atmosphere to change at your job.
Hello.
Somebody that is listening to this podcast. When the opportunity presents itself, you need to open up your mouth and shift the atmosphere at your job. Because the truth of the matter is, you're the CEO of that space. So whatever your position is at that job, you're the CEO of that space. I don't care what it is. You could be the janitor at a school. You're the CEO of that space. You make the decisions pertaining to your job on what needs to be done. And if there's something that is disgruntling the people that are supposed to help make this happen, to make this vision happen, something needs to be said in order for it to be corrected. If nobody says anything, it does not get corrected.
Bro, I don't think people understand that order has a purpose, and your voice, our voices, is a part of justice, and God is real big on. There is nothing. I just want to say this. I don't know if who doesn't believe in the Lord Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior, and if you don't have a relationship with Him, I highly urge you to go to Him and give yourself and your life to Him and your heart to Him, because there's nothing going on earth right now that God is not ready to put in the fire for justice with. Ain't nothing gonna get not touched. I'm gonna just say that. Justice is gonna happen, right? Right. So our voice is like a gavel for justice. So if you're at work and something is going on, if you're not speaking up and where you're getting paid, imagine if you see something in a grocery store on your leisure time. If you ain't speaking up where you get money at, then you ain't gonna speak up for where you not getting money at. You're liable to see some foul junk happen, you turn your head. That's not right. So I do agree with you. It's highly important that you do speak up, because righteousness is on the line everywhere and with everything. And Jesus says coming back. And if you guys don't have a personal relationship with the Lord, I do invite you to have one with Him, because it's very, very important, because how we're being led and what we're being fed, what you put in you is what come out of you. You know what I'm saying? So your voice is a weapon. Your voice is an instrument. It's a gavel for justice. And if you're at work, or if you're anywhere, especially at work, because most adults go to work, And if you're not speaking up where you're getting paid, how are you going to speak up when you see stuff foul on your own time? You're going to turn your head, act like you didn't hear it. At least if you at work, you're getting some money for speaking up. Practice there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just piggyback off what he was saying. If you're at work and if you're getting paid for it, doggone it, get that $25 an hour and say something. It's a rep. So when you're out somewhere and you see something, you're used to speaking up and putting down justice where need be. You're used to standing on something. Like what are we standing on? What are we doing? What is the morals? Like where is the morals? Right. You know what I'm saying?
See something, say something.
See something, say something. Yeah, for sure.
You got to take ownership, man. Ownership is about leadership. Ownership is the fee for leadership.
Because it's gonna cost.
It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost. And you have to own up to the space in which you're leading in, and you have to lead from a place that is going to be conducive for everybody to be able to come together and work together and do the things that needs to be done productively and righteously in a way that is beneficial to everybody. So when what I said, it's the squeaky wheel that gets the oil. So at the end of the day, the thing that is not being productive or conducive to the environment for where the vision is cultivated, that's where the oil needs to go. So that which means that it needs to be removed, and so something needs to be said. So you as a CEO, man, you have to look at the characteristics. They're visionaries. They're decision makers. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They're not a good one is not impulsive. Right. I had to say but I had to correct it. I was about to say a leader's impulsive. Right. They're not, but I thought about it. Some are. But a good leader is not impulsive. They're going to take the information in, and then they're going to determine what's the best situation or to be, the best decision to be made for that situation.
Real time.
You know what I'm saying?
Real time. That's all I can say. Real time.
Yeah, it's bro. When you look at it, man, it's like, oh man, it's like. Here's the thing, bro, and we're all believers here. So it's the Bible talks about the great and dreadful day. So we've seen those times right now. So there's things where there are certain things that are going to get worse, but then there are on the other side, there's things that's going to get better. So what do I focus my attention to? You focus your attention on the thing and what God has called and purposed you for.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You be who he's called you to be. And in that moment and in those times and in those seasons, you have to determine who you're to become in those times. Because what happens is things shift, purpose shifts. So where you're able to locate seasons in your life, you have to be aware of those. CEOs are meticulous people. They're very methodical in how they move. They don't just move just to move. You understand what I'm saying? Like a good CEO would come into your environment and know what you do and never even met you. Yeah. Because one of my favorite shows is the what's the name? It's the boy, the boss, where
Undercover Boss.
Yeah, Undercover Boss. That's one of my favorite shows, man. Because I'm like, let me see how this person responds to somebody that they never met. Because a lot of the time on the executive level, they don't come down to that level. They stay up. And to me, to be a productive CEO, I have to come down to know what you deal with. You have to know, women, you have to understand what your man deals with. Men, you have to understand what your women deal with. Yep. Parents, you have to understand what your kids deal with. Don't be you just a kid. What you know, these kids, I just came across a post today, bro. The man is creating awareness, and it's pathetic. I'm gonna say it that way, and I mean what I say. It is pathetic that people are putting content out there that is causing harm to these kids. Bro, I did not know that there was a challenge called that the hang me challenge or something like that.
I don't know.
I just saw it today, bro.
Oh, right.
The dad was crying out because he's creating a movement to create awareness for this. There's videos that was on YouTube for kids to do the hang me challenge, if that's what it was called. It may have been something, but it's dealing with hanging. So basically, the kid would actually hang themselves.
Oh, that's trying to commit suicide. Yeah.
So he was telling the story on the interaction between him and this kid. So like when he gets up to goes, like say he got up to go get something out of the refrigerator. He said, but usually his son's door is open. So anytime he goes past there, they play this little game. He comes out the room. They got this little thing that they do. And so this particular night, he felt something was off because that didn't happen. And so he felt, let me go check on it. So he went to go check on it, find his son hanging from the bed from the bed the bed rail. So thankfully, they revived him when the paramedics got him and they got him to the hospital. But it took time for him to get his limbs back. He had to learn how to walk again. He had to learn how to remove. He had to do all that stuff again. All because people are putting crazy stuff out there, dog. For you know what I'm saying. So it's like so you can't and I'm saying all that to say as a parent you can't. You have to know what your kids are up against, man. As a CEO, you have to know, like a good CEO would. Like, once again, they will come into, and I used to watch how some of them, not all of them, but some of them would be like they are familiar with the work of the individual that they met. Now, maybe a part of a story that they didn't know as they shared because they began to work with that individual, but. And I would be surprised when I used to work for one of the largest insurance companies, and they would come into the office. Oh yeah, I heard about you. Great job what you did last month. Blah 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 blah. Blah. And I'm like, wow. Cause that impresses me. Somebody that I've never seen, but can tell me who I am and what I did based upon what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's a unique individual. So you have to be the person to set the standard, bro. Bro just got through talking about morals, man. You have to be the person that set the standards and the morals for your life, for every moment that you have to charge or you're charged to have. You the CEO in that moment. Every moment counts. Every decision counts. Don't put stuff on that. No, this man, had he not listened to his intuition, he would have lost his son. Thankfully, he didn't lose his son, but now he's creating awareness worldwide to where we got to do something about it. And you got grown people or other kids are putting content out there, and they're influencing kids to do stupid stuff that can cost them their life. As a CEO, you got to manage that. Yeah. You got to manage that. You got to manage things that are coming into your life that's detrimental to your family. You got to manage that. This is beyond. This is beyond your relationship with God. You have to manage what God has given you. God has blessed you with the family. God has blessed you with how. God can't manage that for you. He gave you the ability to manage that. You have to manage that for yourself. As the old saying, God gonna give you the nut, but He ain't gonna crack it for you.
Right.
Yep.
And if you don't know how to crack the nut, if God gave you something,
Google it.
That's facts though. You know what? If God gave you the nut and you don't know what to do with it, go to God, and God might tell you to go to Google.
Chat GPT.
You know what I'm saying?
And like ET was like, no excuses.
No. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, if you don't know how to lead,
just being funny.
I know you know how to lead. You have to go to where it's at. Don't just sit there and don't know. Like I remember when Pop last year he got caught cheating on a test. I'm like, Pop, you know your mom is a teacher. She's a certified educator in the school system. She know your teachers, right? I said, Pop, how did you fail this subject and your mom teaches this subject?
Right.
That makes no sense. Like, you have to go to your mom, bro. Right. She's right across the hall. Right. So if you don't know something and it's over, like, go to God. I'm drawing a blank. What do I do? How do I deal with this? What's my next step? How do I think about this? I feel this way? What do I say to this person? Like, how do I manage this? I guarantee you, He will lead you where you need to go. So if you don't know, go to where it's at so you can get it.
Exactly.
It's people who got the information. Go to him. I don't know something. I'll go to Dub. Every other week, me and him have like a artist, and then we have an artist personal development meeting. I told other artists about the meeting that we had. I got other artists who want to do the same thing with him. He don't even know. He finna have a whole firm booming.
I'm ready for it.
You see what I'm saying? Because of everything that he had to do from Woodward to now, I say, Dub, this is what you do, bro. You do artist infrastructure. You can teach them how you can teach these artists who don't know what to do. They got the talent, but they don't know the business. You can teach them that.
It's what they did back in the day that they don't do no more.
They don't.
It's called artist
development.
It's a lost art and lost.
You're not ready yet. Just I know you're ready to get out there, but you're not ready yet.
You're not ready yet. Development, yeah. So I said, I got other artists who want to do that stuff with him. And guess what? He finna do it. He finna do it. And then he finna be like, boom, oh, okay. Now I know how much I can charge for this.
Consultation.
You know what I'm saying? Not because I want to hit you across the head. It's because I got years and skin in the game.
Yeah.
Therefore, what you said, I'm not doing this type for pro bono no more. That season's over with.
Yeah.
Because you got too much skin in the game.
Too much. And too much knowledge to share that
for sure.
Needs that and insight they need that they won't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like, you can Google and everything, but it's different when you get with somebody who has experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a certain trust level that's built that okay, I believe you can get me somewhere. So I'm gonna just cling on what I do. And then that's when you have people who are willing to listen to what you have to say. Because they respect you and your experience and what you've encountered.
Yeah.
And it's only to help you not to do the same things that I've done.
Yeah.
It's only the betterment, you know?
And then coming from the person that's doing it, you know, I don't bump my head enough to know if people don't have no skin in the game, it's easy for them to bail out. And then you done spent your time and energy trying to help somebody that never had intentions on doing what you said in the first place. And so if you did it pro bono, then guess what happens? They go on by their life, and you can't get that time back or that energy back, and you still empty, and you ain't got nothing to show for it.
You know, one of the things I learned with having skin in the game, and it charging for features, right? Because I never used to charge because it was usually be people based off relationships. So, but outside of that, I was like, okay, I'm constantly writing out records that is complimenting you, what you got going on, but you either never put them out or it just never see the light of day. In a sense, like there's intention to put it out, but it just I say, you know what? I'm gonna put a stop to that. I'm gonna just start charging for features now because one, that's my time, that's my skill that can be contributed to elsewhere. That will be acknowledged and taken seriously. So it's just like, you know what? So I had a situation to where I did a feature for an artist. They paid me. And about some months later, and they ain't do nothing with the song, but it was like, hey, do you think I could get my money back? It's like, no, it's not refundable. No.
What?
See, you got to protect yourself from stuff like this. Foolishness. So it's like,
that's crazy,
bro. But it happens.
That is crazy.
It's like, no, it's not refundable. Like, you said this is what you wanted to do. That's why you have contracts.
I did the job. What you did with the job that I did is on you.
You have to eat that cost. Yeah. I learned. I said I am not paying for anybody else's mistakes ever again. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it separates the contenders from the pretenders. You want to see if somebody really serious about something? Put a tag on it and watch them buy out.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because me and him, when he was talking to somebody else about, what he wants to do in the steering wheel, I was just like, okay, so we connected. So we're going to kind of meet up and see. I just want to get your thought process, where you at, what's what you're trying to do. And then that way I can see how I can help you. And when it's stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy you say that because you didn't even know about that, but it's already starting to happen.
Yeah, cause that's what you
It's
do, bro.
it's starting to
Yeah,
happen. So
that's infrastructure. Cause everybody got everybody got talent, and you know what? Nowadays we got AI.
hmm
People now got talent who ain't even supposed to have talent. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got talent. You got AI. Hey, you take AI off. You ain't got no bars. You ain't got no vocal. You ain't never did no training. You want to know no youth choir. You know who Lil Uzi Vert is. You don't know who AZ is. You don't know who Busta Rhymes is. You don't know his real name. You ain't never heard LL Cool J first album. You don't know who that is. You don't know who. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know who Big L is. You don't know. You don't know who De La Soul is. You don't know, right? So
They like who?
yeah,
Like,
right. So
what?
I'm saying like, so you
Never heard
doing.
of him.
That's what you gonna be. That's what you do. Infrastructure, bro. Like you're really gifted in that area, but like you know what you're doing when it comes to doing something. You can't like, especially when it comes to ministry.
Mhm.
Like you have to be mega before you are mega, and you do
Right.
things in your lane on an indie level. You do everything within the power. When your hand touch it, you try to do it to the highest capacity and level as possible. So these up and coming artists, bro, they have the talent. Either they was born with it, they developed it, or they bought it. They got this talent, but they don't know the infrastructure on how to get the most out of it and how to utilize it in a
Right.
corporate way. And that's what you bring to the table, bro. So I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna
I appreciate it, man,
go.
because I like what you said, broski, when you said about being the CEO of your moment or whatever moment that is in your facility and in your capacity, and it automatically brings me back to when I was in my English class, and it was just like just understanding the mindset of the kids today and what they need help with infrastructure wise. Just really just even just from a school like organization is big with us. So it's just like even when I showed my professor like how I have everything organized, just like I need you to do my stuff. I was just like, it's in me. I can't help it. I'm very meticulous. He's meticulous. You're like it has to be a certain way. And so her seeing other skills in me, she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna need your help with this." With different assignments and helping the students and cultivate them, and it brought us closer. Like it created a culture. It created a culture of not safeness and also understanding that man. Sometimes I feel like I'm stupid, but you know what I'm saying. It's just like, and then they'll ask for help later, and so it's like, okay, the assignment due today. I got you. I got you. So like toward the last week, she was like, I'm so glad you came. Like, cause I didn't know if you was coming. I was like, no, when I do something, I see it from beginning to end. Even if it's for me just to drive all the way here and for you to tell me, hey, you're good, you ain't gotta stay. But I understood the assignment and knew there was a bigger picture. So I knew I was going from table to table, just helping them out, and it relieved a lot of stuff from her. So it's like understanding being the CEO of your moment. It's just like you're the leadership and you will speak louder by your actions.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing about it is it is it's almost like a setup,
Mm-hmm.
because it's you can take the new skill set or new old skill set because it's always been there, but it has never been used in that capacity.
Mm-hmm.
So now it can possibly open up doors of opportunity for other areas. So now, how about you contract me and I create a curriculum and then I come in and explain how it can be beneficial to your students to make them successful in this atmosphere.
Facts.
So now something that may seem like is, yeah, I'm planting seeds now, but like, where is this leading?
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that it's going to go in that direction, but it projects the opportunity that it could.
Yes.
So the thing about it is always creating opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's pro bono or whether it's paid, it's always creating opportunity. And that's what we need as a human race to get better at, is helping create other opportunities for us.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's one of the hardest things to really not only discern but balance, to be able to be like, okay, when should I do this pro bono? Like when should I try? You know what I'm saying? But again, that's off of discernment. It's off the engagement of the people you're trying to reach and who you're cultivating, who you're speaking with. So it's again, it takes a village. It takes because I need the village. If I ain't got the village, who I'm going to pour into? Who am I able to reach if I ain't got nobody in my facility I can help? And vice versa. We all need each other.
Yeah, it's man, it's man. There's so much we can get into that we haven't gotten into, but gee, I want to close out with this right here, man. As the CEO, here's what y'all as y'all get ready to prepare. Once again, we want to just wish everybody a Merry Christmas, man, Happy Holidays, so on and so forth. Hopefully, you enjoy your families. Prayerfully, things are well for you. Don't stress about one day when you provide for your children 365 days out of the year. I understand you want to do certain things, but sometimes life happens and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But you can do them better justice by showing them how to get through adversity versus just giving them everything that they want. So at the end of the day, we just want to kind of, if y'all got something to add to this before we get out, it's cool. But I just wanted to make sure when I was looking over my notes and stuff, I want to make sure we get this out. As the CEO, Blueprint Nation, make sure you maximize the season that you're in. Don't leave the season without getting everything that you need to get out of that season. Because it's only for a moment. Seasons are for moments in time. And in that time, you want to be able to maximize the moment in time. Right? Here's the thing. You may not be able to control the season, but you're able to control how you lead within that season. And how you lead now determines how you lead tomorrow. How you lead today determines the standard that you set for tomorrow. So you want to make sure you maximize the moment from within the season that you're in. Y'all got anything y'all want to add to that?
Man, look, that's icing on the cake. Like
I got one thing. I got one thing. So earlier I was and this not a church service, but I'm just saying, we all
Bring
go.
off plate with off plate.
We all got our offering.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? We all go how the spirit lead. Even though we having a podcast, each one of these individuals, they have, they have their own belief systems. They have their own, they listen and they follow what the Lord tells them. So I was just doing what I felt was. So if you guys don't have a relationship with Jesus and you guys do want to go that route, you can inbox us. You can DM us, and we'll walk you through your next steps with cultivating a relationship with Jesus Christ. Simple prayer. Just invite Him in your heart. Jesus, I accept you as my Lord and personal Savior. I do believe you came. I do believe you died on the third day. You died. You rose on the third day, and I do believe you are the Son of God. And it's simple, but it's heavy at the same time. It's not this it's not what people make it seem to be. So if you guys want to get to know who Jesus is more personally, you can inbox us personally, hit us on DM on the podcast, and we will walk you through your next steps and your next season. We're getting to know someone who's real, someone who is solidified, who will never leave nor forsake you. That's all I got to say, bro. It's highly important.
Amen to that. Blueprint Nation, man, we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate the support and everything that you guys do and mean to us, man. So once again, we hope y'all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you. Enjoy the time with your family and enjoy the time with yourself. Take a moment to peel back the layers, chill out, reflect, refocus, and regain the right consciousness that you need to move forward and make these type of CEO decisions that you're going to have to make in 2026 to help shift some things in your life. And so once again, man, we're going to leave out with make sure that, in this season, maximize the moments within the season. You may not be able to control the season, but you can control how you lead within the season that you're in. So y'all know how we like to get up out of here, man. Shoot for the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. Blueprint Nation, we'll see y'all next week. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Peace.
Peace.